So you were having a look. You were doing some research, some hard work for the podcast for the good listeners today.
I did a bit of writing out, and then I decided I'd take a photograph of it. Actually, I learnt this trick from McGuirks. He used to take photographs. He'd never copy and paste it. He'd take a photograph and send it to you.
Okay.
So that's the way he worked on it.
You said to me before. So I said, "Do you know enough to give us the lowdown?" And you said yes. And you said it's a nightmare for Thomas Bjorn. So what's going on? Where are we?
Well, okay. At this moment in time, we have Molloy, Rose, Tyrrell Hatton, Tommy Fleetwood, John Ram, McIlroy, Noren, and Olsen in the team.
That would strike me as the strongest 8 they've ever had.
Okay, that's quite a good team. Like, let's be honest. Very.
Would you say
solid.
that's the best 8
That's probably the best 8
they've ever had?
Yeah. Playing very good golf.
It's funny. I think John Ram is American all the time. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. There's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rookies in that 8.
But they're not real rookies.
Like
though,
John Ram's not a
Well,
rookie.
he is though.
But he's not though.
Why?
Because he's just so experienced.
He's played all over the place.
2 years really.
He's a rookie in that competition. But he's not like, he's not somebody coming from tour school and, has never played the tour and never competed or never won a tournament or whatever.
Who are Bjorn's options for picks?
But then, so now he sits down
picks,
and he has 4 picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are the nailed on picks?
Well, I personally think.
Yeah. You're captain. Let's go.
Well, he's going to pick Poulter.
Fair enough. Poulter's won on tour this year.
Won on tour.
And he's the postman and all that.
Right.
He's 12th at the moment.
Okay. That's 1. 3 to go.
He's going to pick Westwood.
No, he's not. There's no chance.
No chance that
Westwood embarrassed himself the last time.
Who's his buddy?
Doesn't matter.
Chubby Chandler. Same management company.
Oh yeah, but look.
No,
he's not Chubby Chandler. He's gone to IMG.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
but
absolutely no chance.
Himself and Bjorn are thick as thieves, but I mean it's too brazen. This selection would be too brazen.
Okay.
Sorry, are you serious? Is he going to?
I'm deadly serious.
No way.
Okay.
Can somebody get their phone out there and get us the odds on Lee Westwood being in the European Ryder Cup team?
He played well today. So did Harrington. Is Harrington going to get picked too?
Not a chance.
You are saying this deadpan look for our podcast listeners.
I
have said that with a straight face.
Westwood will get a pick. He'll get the 4th pick or
but
whatever.
Bjorn will be laughed out of it if he picks Westwood.
He won't.
With Garcia and Stenson there as well.
Okay, Garcia hasn't qualified for the FedEx, has played pretty crap all year. Where is he now? He's not going to play in the next 2 tournaments. He hasn't entered this week. He hasn't entered next week. Why is Thomas going to pick him?
He won a major last year,
and
he's a Ryder Cup legend, which is only one of those boxes is ticked by Westwood.
I don't think he'll pick Garcia. He's playing too badly.
I think he gets in, and I think he feels that the Ryder Cup brings the best out of Garcia.
If he picks Lee Westwood, it will be a scandal.
You've heard it here first, so.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's move swiftly onwards then. Okay, so his choices are Rafael Carabello.
Yeah.
Right? Is he going to get a pick? Knox, I say no chance.
Russell
Knox.
Okay.
He's probably the next man in, is he, in the world points list?
Russell Knox is 9th on the European list.
Are we thinking of Russell? Has my head gone melted here? Russell Knox, who won the Irish Open?
Yeah.
Scottish lad.
He'll definitely get picked.
No, he won't.
I don't know.
He should have been picked by Clark 2 years ago, and he should be picked now.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets. I don't know if he gets. I don't know if a rookie gets a pick.
Okay, well, give me my other options.
Okay, reason why is Knox not playing this week, and why is he not playing next week?
I don't know.
Because he's been told he's in the team.
He's been told he's not in the team, in my opinion.
Okay.
Casey.
Oh yeah, he has to get picked. Paul Casey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has to get picked.
Has to.
Okay.
What? Are we watching the same sport here? What's going on?
No, I would agree with you. I think he possibly should get picked. He hasn't made the team on merit. He probably should have got picked when Harrington got picked to go to, was it Glen Eagles? Yeah. Then he had a bee in his bonnet and left the European Tour.
Yeah.
And now has come back last year to try and make the team. Thomas is very European focused. And wouldn't like what Casey has done.
Yeah,
and he snubbed the team.
They changed the rules almost to give Casey
a chance, and he snubbed them.
Yeah, but so Casey is going to get picked. Like Casey's playing such great golf.
I would say Casey is not going to get picked.
He's 11th on the world points list.
I would say Casey's not going to get picked.
He's 11th in the world's point list.
You're basing your Westwood case solely on who he knows.
I'm basing my ideas on, I've known Thomas probably for the last 10 years, and I know the type of person he is, right? And he's picking the team. And that's what I'm basing.
But if
my
he's
team.
picking the team based on who his pals are,
No,
he's going
I'm
to
not
make a
saying,
complete
no, hold
balls
on a
of this.
second. I'm not saying Westwood was a very good Ryder Cup player.
He was.
2
Right.
years ago was a sham, though, wasn't it?
He played absolute shock.
Like he lost them a lot of points.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So okay, so
Okay,
you're-
so let's go. Let's just
so
keep
you're
on
saying
going.
Paul Casey, 11th in the world points list, is not going to make it.
I don't think he gets a pick.
Thomas is going to have an awkward press conference on Sunday if they don't win. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, who's your picks?
I need to know all the options. Okay, Paul Casey 1,
Yes.
Henrik Stenson,
Henrik Stenson 2.
Sergio Garcia,
I'm not sure about maybe. I would have Russell Knox in there.
Ian Poulter.
Ian Poulter 4. I think they're my picks. Is there anyone else there in contention that I can bump Russell Knox out
Thomas
for?
Peters
He was
picked
bloody.
last time. Absolutely superb.
you
Won
know
4
what?
out of 4.
I don't know how well he's playing lately. Is he doing all right?
He leading today.
Yeah. Okay. Knocks out. Peters in. Peters, like, he'll bomb it. He'll love it. And he had the temperament. He'll rise to the
It's
occasion.
not a Bombers golf course.
I still just think length is important.
There isn't really anybody else. Like if we take Lee Westwood as being a
Can I just
possible
give you
pick,
my final 4
that's
picks
6.
for a second?
Matt
Pick 4 from
Fitzpatrick?
those 6.
No,
I don't
no,
think so.
Matt's terrible. It's just,
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Matt.
Right.
Can I give you my 4?
Yeah.
It's very simply Paul Casey, Ian Poulter. I'll throw in Peters and Henrik Stenson. Now you're telling me Lee Westwood's getting in
You're
there?
telling me you're leaving out Garcia?
He's not. He's playing dreadfully. And even on Sunday,
Okay.
when he needed to show something, he threw in 3 bogeys in the back 9. That's how Seamus Power kept his card. We'll touch on that in a second.
Yeah.
Like Garcia's shown nothing. Garcia was at the point of saying, "Leave me out, coach."
Won a major last year.
That's last year, though. It's a long time in golf.
It's not on the Ryder Cup list. But
I'd have no qualms if Garcia was in ahead of Peters. Okay, that might be the judgment one. But I think Casey, Poulter, and Stenson are locks. And then it's Garcia or Peters. Like that, you're bringing on old man Westwood crumping up the hill here.
Yeah.
It's
And
an
if you're
absolute
going-
shocker.
Garcia is ahead of Westwood on both lists.
Grand. I just the Westwood thing is hilarious.
Like, are you taking the piss?
Oh, I'm not. I'm not.
It's
And
It's just because you know Thomas Bjorn better than Joe or I.
And to be fair, that's an interesting thing to get. You're getting a read, so he will not like Paul Casey being a PGA Tour type. He's been on the European committee.
They
He
changed.
wants the European.
He was chairman of the committee,
Yeah.
right? And I sat on it for 6 years. Okay, they changed the rules for Casey to come and make the team.
Yeah, and he
right.
didn't.
All he had to do was play 1 tournament
Yeah.
extra,
Yeah,
and he refused.
yeah.
Right. So now that he hasn't made the team, you know, there is a case of saying to him, "Hard luck."
Yeah.
And I could get on board with that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Not at the preference of Westwood though.
So Bjorn is picking this team really, not just with winning in mind, but also the ramifications for the European Tour and the sense of the health of the tour. That's why Casey might struggle. Now the Westwood thing. So there's an IMG overlap there, is there?
Yes.
Okay. And is Westwood playing well in the last few months? I haven't seen him.
no,
He's playing this week again.
solid.
Um,
He's played solid golf,
yeah.
but he hasn't won
Okay.
and he hasn't contended.
And was there a Chubby Chandler link with Westwood and Clark 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, but that all fell out, big time.
Right.
There was a Westwood.
Who
left.
fell out with who?
Westwood left ISM with Chubby.
Yeah.
With not very happy with the way he was managed over the last couple of years. So I believe
Okay.
his separation, Westwood separation. There was a couple of things that came from that, and then Lee went in and looked at a few things and said, "I'm out of here."
Okay. Fair enough. We'll say no more about that on air, I think, for the
Exactly.
time being.
We'll
I
go
thought
back-
I was
we'll-
diplomaticer on that
We'll
one.
talk about
No, I hear
that
it.
and the Tiger K Club story
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be McGuirks bonus material only,
Okay.
so we don't get sued. So sorry, were you giving us who you'd pick or who Bjorn would pick? Because I feel like
I think this is what Bjorn is
Yeah.
going to pick, right? So my thinking of what he's going to pick, he's definitely going to pick Poulter. Okay?
And we can't argue with that, can we?
Grant. I don't think he picks Garcia, and I don't think he picks Casey. I think he picks Stenson. I think he picks Carabello, and I think he picks Peters.
So not
You didn't have Westwood in there.
Sorry, I go, well, since you've talked me out of fucking Westwood, I go back on what I said.
So who have you put in instead of Westwood there?
I put in Peters instead of Westwood.
Come on, before at least
Carabello instead of
we
Westwood.
mocked you, but we respected you.
Yeah.
But now,
No,
this climb down.
No, I tell you what my exes here are guys who are not playing next week. And I was very surprised not to see them play.
And you take that as a sign as being they've been
No,
told.
I'm not taking this. I'm taking it as a sign if I really wanted to impress somebody, I'd play. I wouldn't back away from playing. And next week, Carabello's not playing, Poulter's not playing, Knox is not playing, Stenson's not playing, Casey's not playing, Westwood's not playing, and Garcia's not playing.
So you think they all know one way or another at this stage?
I think.
Yeah. See, they could have just as easily been told, look, I want you in the team. How are you feeling? Are you tired? Yeah, I'm a bit tired. Well, then don't worry about playing next week. Be fresh for the Ryder Cup. That could
But
happen
this is
too.
Thomas's home event. He wants, it's made in Denmark Open.
Yeah.
He wants the best team. He fought tooth and nail for this to be the final qualifying event.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
And it's been ignored.
And
so
it's been
why
ignored. The
isn't he
field is
telling-
terrible.
Why
next
isn't he
week.
telling the guys who are on the bubble,
I don't know.
if you want me to consider you for a pick, I want to see you in Denmark next week?
I don't know. I can't understand that.
Like, we remember what happened with Montgomery and Gleneagles. Was it Eduardo Molinari?
Yeah.
He pretty much said to him, you need to win this weekend or you're not in the team. And Molinari goes out and wins.
So he had
And
to pick
who was it? I can't remember who was that lost.
Casey.
That lost out.
Casey got the.
Was it Casey got lost out? And that is the way, like, you lay down the law. And well, Molinari came up with the goods.
Just a last question on Bjorn, because I want to get your thoughts on the American team, and then we'll finish on Seamus Power. Probably unfair to ask you it this way because you've known him for a long time, but he's clearly a grumpy sort and, kind of a tough personality in some ways. But is he popular on tour, or would he rub people up the wrong way?
Oh no, he'd rub people up. He's a Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay.
A complete Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know what you're going to get on a daily basis. One day he'll walk past you and scowl at you, and the next day he'll have a chat with you and buy you coffee or whatever else. That's just Thomas.
Some people can pull that off, and it's like, oh, that's just Thomas. He's so funny. Other times, other people can be like,
No,
that guy bugs me.
Yeah.
It'd be more the latter.
He's more of, yeah.
Right.
Like I've seen him at a committee meeting, and because he didn't get a good tea time, from the tour, it was in Scotland. He tore into the tournament director, because the tournament director gave the American guys who were coming over to play the Scottish Open then the British Open a better tea time.
Yeah.
And he roasted them in front of everybody. And I'm sitting there going, Thomas, I actually think you need to get out, because, you're bringing personal stuff into this. We're meant to be here about the tour and the collective rather than just you.
So how does that personality take to the duties required of a Ryder Cup captain? All the media, all the scrutiny, all the criticism if you get your picks wrong.
He will be...
He's going to lose his rag, isn't he?
If things go wrong, he will be savaged and he won't take it very well.
That'll be great fun, though.
Oh, big time, yeah, because you'll be able to wind him up. You'll be able to get him to the point that he breaks, right in front of you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm at it. I'll be in the press conferences.
There you go.
What kind of stuff should I ask him?
I'll fill you in. I'll give you a few pointers.
Okay.